Good morning and welcome to New Forest Morphs. This is Monday morning special. It's our weekly update. We'll let you know what's happening this weekend. Did you have a good weekend, Jared?
Yeah.
Good, and I had a good weekend too. There's lots happening, and from the last video I did say that I wouldn't be buying any more snakes for 2023. Guess what happened this weekend, Jared?
Oh, I don't need to guess.
I actually bought 4 new snakes, and they're coming just after Christmas, but we're super excited. We're getting into the Orange Dream Enchi Pastel Sunset project. That's what we're getting. So sunsets are going to be coming to New Forest Morphs, courtesy of a really nice breeder. His name is Andrayoss Vella, and he's been around for a long time. Lovely guy to do business with, so easy, good communication. So we're super excited. They're coming after Christmas and before the new year, so we shall do a reveal on those. But also we've got some news on the sexing of our animals from last week. So the DG pied, what you thought was a girl, turned out to be a boy, which we're still happy about because we can plug him into some other projects in the future. And we've decided to buy 2, or Jared, you found them. Andrayoss Vella also has for us a leopard double het DG pied girl, and also another double het DG pied girl. They're both breeder size, so that's super exciting. So we will have a couple of girls to go to this DG pied visual boy when he's big enough, but it will take obviously a year and a half to do that. So you know, that's an exciting project that we're looking forward to, so really pleased with that. So Jared, this has been the best ever locking week we've had ever since we've started 4 or 5 years ago on this hobby. We put together 14 pairs over the weekend, and it was chucking down with rain. Everything was right. We put them in on the evening of I think it was Saturday evening, gave them plenty of time to digest their food from Wednesday, so they had a good 4 or 5 days to digest their food. And believe it or not, 2 of the males were so keen to breed, they were like wanting to escape, and one of them was Skip, and you can see now, have a look at his activity, Jared. Look, he's still snooping around wanting to find a female. Can you see him if you zoom into him?
Yeah.
And Apollo's still showing an interest as well. If you look at the boys' activity, you can see that they're both interested. Now if I just open up and you see Skip, he was absolutely frantic to breed, and even now he'll be willing to come out and find a female. But you can see he's poised to want to breed at the moment. They're at the height of the breeding season, these boys, and they're just so keen. But they are still eating for us. I don't think we've had any boys that have gone off food. So there's Skip, and there's Apollo, who's showing an interest as well. He wants to come out and breed. See, when you get the boys coming close to the edge of the tubs, they're saying, you know, let me breed, please. So of course, as breeders, we've got to show constraint, because the danger is to overbreed a male. So there's a fine balance between reading what they want to do, but then also pairing them up, because you can put an animal under a lot of stress if you overbreed them. So we try to do 1 breeding a week, give them 3 or 4 days to rest, digest a bit of food, get their strength back, get their sperm count back up, and then when you get the locks, you get the success. Now we've had 12 out of 14 locks and 2 tail-to-tails, and that's the most number of locks we've had in a weekend, Jad, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So it's absolutely delightful news. I'm so pleased that the breeding is continuing to be strong here. I think 3 of them are still locked now. We've put them away and cleaned them this morning, but 3 of them are still locked. So we've decided not to. Obviously, you mustn't unlock a snake. In my book, I think you've got to let them naturally unlock by themselves.
Yeah.
So we'll have a quick look and see whether they're still locked. So the one we can show you is Nova, which is the Mojave Ultra Male boy, and he's still locked to Celeste, which is a Phantom Pastel. I think she's 100%. Oh no, she's a yellow belly.
She's Phantom Pastel yellow belly.
Yeah, Phantom. That's right. Can you see the lock there, Jared? Yeah. You can also see, if you look at how they've messed up their tub, you can see all the different breeding marks in there as well. So they put urates everywhere, and sometimes you see the hemipenes being dragged around the bottom of the rub, and you often see the marks there as well. But so they are nicely locked. The other one that's nicely locked, I think the other 2 are over here. So we've got the father of Nova, which is Titus. He's now back into action. We rested him for a couple of years, and decided to put him back to the mother of Nova, which is this beautiful big. Are they still locked?
Yeah.
So we've got Colossus, which is a 4 kilogram het ultra male girl that produces 120 gram eggs for us, and normally about 10. The last time she gave us was 3 years ago. Be interesting to see what she does for us this year. And Titus is the original pairing that produced all our first ultra males 4 years ago. So we're going to hopefully produce some more Mojave ultra males from this clutch. And then the other one we've got is one that we're both very excited about, Jared, which is Queenie, who's a pastel clown girl, and she's being bred to Zeus. I can never get it right. Zeus. He's the black-haired lavender albino, and we're trying to get lavender albino or double-het lavenders clowns which have got the black head in. So it's part of a building block. Should we see if they're still locked, Jared? And that's
separated.
Yeah, but they were locked a minute ago.
This actually.
Are they still locked? He's underneath
I
there.
don't think so. I think Cloiga's further down, but
Yeah,
they're still
in locking position, and you can see how beautiful they are. And everything's so compatible. Everything's on top of each other or on the side. The girls are feeding like crazy. So when we paired Ray with Rambo, which Ray is our yellow-bellied pied girl, and Rambo is our Enchi desert ghost boy, when I opened up the rub, she wanted to feed. She wasn't at all. She was so switched on and wanting to feed that she's obviously wanting to build, and she's building her follicles, and she wants that extra food. So I found that interesting, and then once she'd calmed down, I then paired them up, and she realised it was pairing time, not feeding time. But you've got to be careful, because when you're pairing, they can come out and nail you. So I always use my my little hook that we use to open the rubs when you're not sure. So there's 3 that we've shown you that were locked. Now we have got some other ones that were locking, Jack, and this one here is Leona. Or Leona, I call her Leona. This is a home produced, I think she's 3 years old, and she's a cinnamon, I think she may be a pastel cinnamon pied girl, but she had her first lock with the VPI Exantic pied boy Thor, and they had a sustained lock for over a day. So that's exciting, because now Thor is learning to lock. Going to try and produce some visual pies that 100% head for a VPI Exantic. So that's really exciting. And let's just have a look at the other pairings we've got, Jan. I took a few pictures, and we'll just show you what we've got going on. So this is the first one I was going to show you, which is the Exantic VPI pied boy locking to Leona. Can you see that okay, Jared?
Mm-hmm.
And I did a close-up for you as well, which is, there's the close-up lock there, and you can see the lock there. Okay. And then the next one we've got is the Calissa, who is our lesser Enchi clown girl, and we put her to Doodle, and Doodle is our pastel cinnamon het clown boy. We don't think he's actually got spot nose, but
no.
So I think that's what we're hoping to produce. Some cinnamon pastel Enchi lesser clowns would be nice. And then the next one we've got here, well, that's the bigger version of the same pairing. You can see them locked there. The next one we've got here is your project, Jared, which is the Holy Grail project. So Bowser's our dreamsicle boy. He's locked to your beautiful girl Calypso, who is a pastel clown, 100% het pied. So that was good to see, and she's building nicely. This one is the Karamak, who's our ultramel girl, and she was put to Randy, and Randy is a pied 100% het for ultramel. So we're trying to produce some ultramel 100% het pieds there. This one is a second lock from Jasper, who is our special Mojave, known as a crystal, 100% het pied boy, locking with Iggy, who's a yellow belly pied girl. and she's home produced. This one is Samo and Moneypenny. Samo is the pastel fire double het hypopide, and he's being bred to Moneypenny, who is a pastel double het hypopide girl. Yeah. Okay. This one is Hercules, and Hercules is our pastel lesser Enchi. Yeah, pastel lesser Enchi leopard clown boy, and he's locking to our big spot nose 100% het clown girl Tess, and that was a good lock that I wanted to see because she's building really big follicles. And this one is Bellissimo, and Bellissimo is locking to Bubbles, who is a Enchi lesser clown girl, and he is a leopard orange dream yellow belly 100% het clown boy. So that's a nice lock as well. And this is the one we just shown you, which is Titus with Colossus. I think you've already seen that one as a live lock. And this one is the close-up of the lock. And then this one is the black-haired lavender boy, Zeus, and he's locking to Queenie, pastel clown girl. And that is about all the locks, I think. Oh, there was one other lock, Jared, which I don't think I shared with you, which was Zag, and it was Casper, which is a beautiful boy that we bred. Now he is, just trying to remember what he's got, Jared. He's got bamboo and Mojave, and he's 100% het for Ultramel, and there's also 100% het for Exantic. We're not sure which Exantic. We put into his sister, which is Zag, which is a bamboo 50% het for Exantic, and also 100% het for Ultramel. So that's all the pairings I think we've covered now, Chad. I don't think there's anything else that we've missed. So it's been a really good, productive week. I hope everyone else is having some good locks. And is there anything else, Jared, that you wanted to bring up at all? So I think while the season is as good as it is, obviously keep going with your pairings. If you're not having so much success, then just stay with it, because last year we didn't have a lot of locks, did we, Jared? And now the boys are really locking well this year. So it is a patience game. You can't force nature, but you can try to encourage it by giving the right environment. We've also ordered 10 new sized hides that I've put in, and 10 new big bowls. And what we found that some of the girls wanted to bathe in water. And did you know, Jared, that I've studied that when a girl is bathing in water, there's one of two things that are happening. She's either going into shed and she wants extra moisture, or it's the indicator that she's going to be having an ovulation soon. Because sometimes they do that before ovulation. So, or
that they've got mites and they're trying to try.
Or they've got mites. Now, we've never had mites for 4 years. We did inherit in a quarantine. We had 3 or 4 snakes from Europe that we imported that came with mites, didn't we, Jared? It was a nightmare. We never ever want that again. Luckily it was in our quarantine and didn't go into the main collection. But it took us nearly 8 weeks to sort them, and we had to spray them down. So we're very meticulous now, since the work to clear mites is very hard work. So if you do have your quarantine set up, there's no reason for the mites to come into the main facility, and I would always recommend to quarantine everything for at least 4 weeks, and if not longer than that. But I think we've learnt our lesson from that one, is to be very wary of new snakes coming in, because it's not guaranteed to come mite free. So that's one thing. But on a more positive note, I think this is a prime opportunity for breeding. There's some fantastic deals out there. I've had a couple of nice texts from various friends that have bought snakes recently, Jared, and they're picking up some great deals. So this is the time really to be buying into your projects. We weren't expecting to go into the Sunset project this early, but we're going for it. We've committed our deposit, and the snakes will be coming in a couple of weeks. So we'd like to say thank you to Andrayoss for when he's watching and supporting our channel, Jared. He's enjoying the content. So big thank you to him for making this transaction so smooth. And he's going to meet up with the boys. The boys are coming down from Derby, and we're going to find a nice central place that he's willing to meet them on their journey down. So he's very accommodating and very supportive, and that's lovely when you get breeders that are willing to do that. It's a lovely feeling. It makes you feel that you're being supported by the other breeders that you're connecting with. So we're building up a nice network of friends in the community, and so obviously we've got a few more videos to come out before Christmas, but hopefully everyone's enjoying some respite, enjoying their snakes, and not allowing Christmas build-up period to get too stressful, but use the snakes as a mechanism for releasing any tension, I think is what I do. And I'd recommend that to anyone that's feeling a little bit uptight or a bit tense during the Christmas period, is to take refuge in your snake room or your snake facility is a good idea. Right, we're sending lots of love here from New Forest Morphs. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we shall see you next week and with a further update. Bye bye for now.